YouTube's logo has a new design. What's happening, guys? Sam Adams here, and today we are talking about the fact that YouTube has a brand new logo along with a brand new design for their mobile app as well as their desktop site. The specific big news here is that their logo has changed. They've been using the exact same logo for the past 12 years, and now that has shifted a good bit, as you can see from the handy GIF that has been circulated around the internet. Now, the first thing you might say is, well, Sam, that doesn't look that different. I completely agree. There really isn't anything newsworthy here, but it is significant because, again, the logo hasn't been changed in 12 years. As far as the design of the mobile app and the desktop site goes, I would say that it's a bit brighter than I would like. I wish dark mode had been introduced into the mobile application itself, but with that being said, I totally understand what YouTube is doing here, kind of shifting towards a material design, and this logo shift is simply a part of that. As far as the back end of YouTube and how things function, there are a couple of differences between how the applications were before on both desktop and mobile, but overall everything is pretty much the exact same way that you would expect it. When you go into YouTube, I like to describe the new kind of setup that they have going on as something feels a little bit off. Like, you'll log on and it feels like the same YouTube, but there is just something a little bit different about it that you'll probably get used to over time, and you might actually in your mind write it off as just being a little bit off that day. But what I want to point out here is that this change of logo for YouTube also kind of symbolizes the change of the service itself, because over the course of the past couple of weeks and months, people have been talking about how YouTube has been shifting its focus to highlight the content that brings in more advertisements, brings in more revenue for the service itself, rather than what people are actually watching. If you have been on YouTube over the course of the past couple of months, you will notice that people are talking about monetization issues. They are talking about copyright claims going on their videos. I mean, people have always talked about this, but even more so than usual. So I suppose what I'm trying to say here is that I feel like this specific logo design is going to be completely and totally tied to the fact that both the consumer of content and the content creator are pretty frustrated with how YouTube is being run right now and handled by those behind the scenes, and that's a bit worrisome. But for a too long didn't read of the actual news here and not my opinion, YouTube looks a little bit different. I hope you guys have enjoyed this week's midweek update, and I will talk to you on Friday.